Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, early in the morning. This is Juan Wilson, chaplain for Community Network Coalition and also a pastor for Church United. I just want to let you know that when God said wealth and riches shall be in your house, that the coronavirus does not make that verse obsolete. God was, He is, and He is to come. He's Alpha and Omega. He was the healer. He still is the healer. And it's amazing. You know, when the children of Israel were instructed to put the blood of the Lamb on their doorpost and take everybody on the inside, as long as they were on the inside and doing what God had instructed them to do with that lamb, as long as they were on the inside and they had posted above their doorposts the blood, the death angel could not touch them. Now everybody else in the land got impacted by that, but not the children of Israel. And so in that, I saw two things. I saw that, first of all, they had to use wisdom and follow some instructions for safety. And when they did that, they were safe. Okay? So just because we're believers does not mean that we don't have to use wisdom. In fact, the Bible tells us to be wise. It tells us that God is wisdom unto us. And the wisdom of God lives big on the inside of us. And so when you hear things about the virus, you do not have to be afraid, but you should take precautions. You know, some people say, well, this is all a hoax. And some people say, man, this is real. And some people say this was bioengineered. And, you know, this is very political, or this was done and on purpose. There's all types of conspiracies, you know, and some of them may be true. Some of them may not be true. I don't know. But if a lot of people are purchasing up items, and, you know, it would behoove you to go ahead and get you some supplies and do what you can. You know, I know some people are on a fixed income. This may have hit you when there was no money. You know, so start reaching out to different entities and looking online if you can to try to find out who's helping. This has been, I guess, slated as an emergency, so there may be FEMA and other places that are giving out supplies and certain things. Research that and find that out. But please use wisdom during this time. Be safe. And the Lord, the blessing of the Lord is on your life. If you are connected to God, the blessing of the Lord is still on your life. This is not the first epidemic or pan-epidemic that has happened to the United States. It's not the first one. Now, it may be the first one of its kind to hit us during this, you know, generation. But they have had some even worse than this. The Black Plague and all kinds of things. God still has you. You are still protected. But if they tell you don't go into a population of a whole bunch of people, you may want to listen to that. You know, if you have to go to work, like myself, I work in a prison. So, you know, I don't normally do it, but now I'm going to wear gloves. We're going to take precautions. If you have to work like I do, and I know some people still have to work, the world is still turning. You know, take precaution. Keep yourself, keep your distance. Do what you have to do. Come on home. Our services, midweek services today, will be televised via live stream or the internet, okay? So Most likely we'll do something on YouTube so everyone can participate, because everybody doesn't do Facebook. And I may still do Facebook Live also, because I'm still going to read my Bible. I'm still going to study, and hey, we might as well study together, right? So I'm going to do that. Now they got it down to less than 10 people. If there's 10 people or more, they suggest that you keep your distance and not. I don't know how long this is going to be. Now, if your congregation is just starting and you only have 10 people or something, that's up to you whether you're going to meet or not, or a group. But just use wisdom. God bless you. God will keep you. You will be safe. You may be able to order some things, some supplies off of Amazon. My wife did 2 days ago, something like that. People were calling us and saying, hey, look, you guys may want to, find out some things, because the markets are empty up in here. We were away for the week, and so while we were away, the markets were empty there. And so I was like, wow, this thing is real. At least, and then you try to order things online and you just couldn't get it. So she went on Amazon, and they limited you to how much you could order. So we did that. And yes, so I did my due diligence to make sure. And I'm going to let you go. But the funny thing about this is that before this virus was widely broadcasted as something that was taking place in the U.S., I was prompted by the Holy Spirit. I know it was the Holy Spirit. Now I see what's going on. This is a prime case of you should listen to that inward witness. I was prompted to go set up some shelves and just start getting and gathering food and things of that nature. I even told my wife. Well, I got so busy and inundated with things that I did not follow those instructions. Man, I wish I would have listened. So this is a prime case where, when you don't listen, sometimes depending on what the instructions are, you may not be impacted greatly, but you may have been impacted somewhat. And then God may tell you to do some things and you don't do it, and it could end your life. So that's a prime example. Follow God. God bless you this morning. God keep you. May his favor be upon you. Read Psalms 91 to yourself. Read it out loud to your family. Read it every day if you have to. It's a good declaration you can say out of your mouth upon yourself to remind yourself just who you belong to and who you're connected to, and the covering that God has upon you. You are sealed. And I'm going to tell you something. This is not the first epidemic that has hit the United States, and it will not be the last. And it's definitely not the first that has hit the world, including famine. We haven't been hit with famine in a long time. So stock up where you can, if you can. Look for some resources. There are some becoming available. Certain things are happening due to this. Don't fret. This also may be an opportunity to invest, because stock markets are low. That means you can get more for your money. This may be a good time for that. There's always something. When you're handed lemons, you can always make some lemonade. There's always something good that you can pull out of the bag and say, wow, this is an opportunity for this or this or that. God bless you.